Game off. Welcome to Treeful Academy of Majoring in Sorcery. The summer session, Runes Adventure. Each day, until the close of your adventure, a new video will be uploaded to this playlist in the evening. Feel free to re-watch these videos as much as you would like. The purpose of these videos is to provide important whodunit clues about the villain and to help guide your interrogations the following day. You will see reports from the Magical Eye Detective Agency reviewing the clues that have been found thus far, as well as the staff's reactions to the recordings. Pay particularly close attention to those. Now, let's have our adventure begin. Game on. A group of Academy faculty walk slowly along the interior edge of the forest, moving quietly, but not in full stealth as they slowly near their destination. Lying ahead are the ruins of a castle by a lake that slowly come into view as the trees part. By the sheer amount of rubble and the remains of the various turrets, one can easily tell it used to be a grand and majestic structure.
Are we there yet?
That line got old 2 hours ago.
I have a question.
As long as it's not another question about when we'll arrive.
What is the favorite destination of cats everywhere?
No, don't. Don't encourage them.
I mean, it is not about when we arrive, which were the terms.
Fine. Is it the favorite destination of cats everywhere?
Meowie.
My, what expansive and dense woods all around us. So easy for someone to get permanently lost and never found.
Actually, that's one of Egg's better ones.
It could always be worse.
Too true. Now, are we there yet?
As it turns out, we're here. Look.
It's horizontal.
Better than Inside Out, I guess.
It was one thing to see it happen, but to look at it now.
Looks like the forest is encroaching, trying to reclaim it.
I can't believe we let this happen.
We didn't do this. While we may have failed to prevent it, it's not like we released Egg with a container of TNT and said, have fun.
There would be a lot less standing if I had a hand in it. I may be many things, but I am thorough.
It was the West Guards who did this. We tried to get the wards back up. We weren't able to in time.
We should have been faster or more stealthy.
We moved as fast as we could. Even magic has laws that must be obeyed.
So the Hearthstone's in there somewhere?
Well, this will be a piece of cake.
Or pie. The cake is a lie, after all.
Not a lie, just poisoned.
There's so many treasures down there. Just buried.
It was a big castle even before it was a ruin. It'll be worse now.
And who knows what lies beneath will be like from the collapse.
Do we have any intel on where the Hearthstone was kept?
It was said to be kept in the headmaster's office, according to the letter that we got from our friend.
Yeah, our friend who didn't identify themselves. I don't know about you, but my friends signed their names on their letters.
But we're their ally.
Bosom buddies, right?
Not sure about bosom buddies, but still on point.
Why wouldn't an ally reveal themselves?
I'm not sure that this is from one of the Academy allies anyway. Each of them has their own means of discreetly leaking information to the Academy if they really want to.
Then who could it be?
There are lots of people who want to see the Academy succeed.
And many more who would love to see us fail.
What if it's not from a friend at all? The letter just showed up. No owl or messenger.
Or we have a security breach.
It can't be. It's not Sunday yet.
I admit nothing.
You never admit anything to begin with.
Well, we are supposed to change our patterns, right? Be unpredictable.
Oh dear.
I wasn't talking about the students.
Well, if we want to be able to have a normal school year, we need to find the Hearthstone before this term is supposed to start.
Agreed. We need to get back and continue to prep and clean the castle before arrival.
Could you imagine having to do a Granger inspection here?
Pity the year group that gets assigned a grounds cleanup.
Wait, grounds cleanup is one of the inspection points?
Not helpful.
Not if I can help it.
Egg, really not helpful.
Considering that was towards the top of one of the towers that's now lying scattered all over the castle grounds, that puts our search area right about there. And if you can't tell, I'm gesturing to everywhere.
You were the one who was always saying you wanted options.
Where are some students when you need them?
A search party would be useful.
We could use a detect magic spell to locate areas of intense magical concentration and then search there.
Sure, It was only an ancient magical school that housed centuries of magical artifacts. I'm sure there's only a few hundred buried under here. Should be a cinch.
This is not a loot the body sort of situation.
Everything is a loot the body sort of situation. It's how you gain experience.
I worry about you sometimes. There has to be another way with this.
We're gonna eat first, right?
I was just about to say that. Good. I'm rubbing off on you.
Besides, I get grouchy on an empty stomach.
I just get creative.
Let's go set up over there by that rock. It looks reasonably flat.
So what's for lunch?
I brought a sandwich. Would you like one? I have a spare.
I brought soup.
Do you have a spoon?
No need. I have a slice of ham with me. I present to you the ham straw.
That's different.
It is all the rage back at my other teaching institution. We use ham straws for everything drinkable. Sometimes we even liquefy solid foods just so we can use the ham straw to eat those too.
So fun and so easy.
Students.
We are talking about the same students who were debating about what constitutes a crunchy slime. They were listing off things like a stale Pop-Tart or gusher that was forgotten and found in a pants pocket.
And then they decided it was people. Crunchy slime is the apocalypse in the form of a gelatinous cube, among other things.
Is everyone okay?
What are the West Guards doing here?
More importantly, how exactly did they know that we were going to be here?
Agreed. They were obviously waiting for us and the right moment to strike.
Even the person who sent the letter didn't give us a time and a place, just a location.
Surely you can't be suggesting that one of us would betray the academy like that.
No, I know none of us would do that.
If one of us is the traitor, it would be far too risky for any of us to return to the rest of the school community. We would potentially endanger the rest.
What's wrong, Salem?
My player's pie.
I'm serious here, Salem.
I am too. I do not jest about player's pie. They must die.
So, who wants to let our headmistress know that she'll now be down 8 staff members during the hardest week of the year?
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Drats.
Does Ash even know how to use that?
Well, East finally convinced her to stop cursing it, so I assume so. One way to find out.
How long do you think it'll...
That was fast.
Ratio, you are all not escaping that easily, especially during Fire Week. I am sending the students to you.
What?
Even I say that is not funny.
That is one way to test if the collapsed ruins are stable.
Not with our students, though.
That's it. She's officially off her rocker.
You need reinforcements.
Does she know that we don't have the supplies?
There's not even much by the way of resources here to obtain supplies.
Not even a 7-Eleven around here? Are there any villages that are left we could possibly raid?
I imagine most would have moved away once the castle was destroyed.
Is there anything we can jerry-rig?
Best get a move on setting up base. Happy foraging.
We are not even remotely set up to handle an influx of students.
The search party would be useful.
As much as I don't want to believe that one of our own would ever do this,
I still cannot believe it.
Me neither.
but what are we gonna do? Especially when we're out here.
Ash is concerned about a traitor being within our midst. While she is confident that the students are sure to protect the integrity of any data collected, there is a risk of a compromised party analyzing the data and potentially tainting the results. Therefore, she feels it is best if a neutral third party prevents the risk of the traitor biasing the data.
That is actually not a bad idea.
I suppose. I see her point, though.
Me too.
Me 3. But it is a third party, though.
Unbiased third party.
Besides, what's the worst that could happen?
We are to send her all the evidence that we have right now, and she will forward the reports to the detectives from the Magical Eye Detective Agency.
I suppose we better get started.